DJ Hopkins, representing for the Bucks.
Oh, man, it's your boy Mike Ricks. You already see, ain't no need to say nothing.
It's your boy TJ Jones, man. All I got to say is who that?
Oh, man. I guess I got to say keep pounding.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, before we get started, man, I just got word that my great uncle, Mr. Tommy Jones, he just passed away, man, a few minutes ago. So, man, I just want to dedicate this show to him, man. He was a great person, a very influential person in my life. My mom just texted me a few minutes ago, man. So if y'all don't mind, man, I'd like to dedicate this show to him.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Sorry for your loss, my brother.
No respect, man. Let's say a little moment of silence for him real quick, man.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to your uncle, man. Shout out to your uncle.
Yes,
Rest in peace, Uncle Tom.
Rest in peace.
All right. Now let's get this show ramped up a little bit, you know? All right, this is what we got going on today. Doing predictions.
Yes, sir.
Predictions. How the hell LeBron doing?
Yes, sir. Let's knock off these Atlanta Falcons, man.
Yeah.
Let's make this quick.
It's hell. But yeah, so as you see, I don't even know what to say about this.
Well, I said, make it quick.
Well, hey, man, how about we do quick? Hey, man, just start off with what you got for their record, man, and then we'll touch on it from there, man.
All right.
Hey.
From Falcons, from my standpoint, this is the one team I'm personally not that high on. I mean, I don't like their offensive line. I'm not too crazy about their defense. I'm not going to go over all the breakdowns of everything, but I got them going 7-9.
Okay. Well, I'm
You can't even keep it straight.
Nah, I can't, man. It's funny. I'll piggyback on what you said, DJ. I don't like their offensive line and D line, in my opinion. I think they got Grady Jarrett, but outside of that, nobody's a threat. This secondary is suspect. But they got weapons on the outside. So if Matt Ryan can get some time, they can make some plays. And I don't know what
Devontae Freeman come back to form.
Like Ito Smith and them, I don't know what they're going to do. But I will say this. I do like the fact that their bye is in the middle of the season. So I know I like to split my seasons up by quarters. They get an opportunity to split it in half.
Right.
So I'm going to give them – I got them going this 9-7. I got them.
Right. So 9-7.
Yeah, I was
you said 7-9, right?
I got them going 7-9, man.
Okay. I cannot believe I'm about to say this, but I think that the Atlanta Falcons are going to go 10-6.
Okay.
I think they're going to go 10-6. I'll tell you why, man. I think Keanu Neal, the fact that he was missing last season, he was out for the entire season. He's like the heart and soul of that secondary. I think you have True Font. I think he's a seasoned veteran, man. I mean, he's really good, man. I mean, I gotta give him credit. You know, I mean, he's been like injured over the years. The last season, he had one of his best seasons, probably in the National Football since he came to the National Football League. So I have to say, I'm gonna say they're gonna go 10-6, man. The fact that they have Devontae Freeman, I can see them, and they have a high-powered offense. So I can see their offense actually winning them some games. So I'm gonna say they go 10-6, man. And then, not to mention Debo Jones gonna be back, man. Deion Jones is a game changer. And I have to say, man, he I mean, a lot of Saints fans, if they watching this, I mean, he is Drew Brees kryptonite. I mean, because every time he played Drew Brees, he gonna pick him off. And I mean, he is one of those guys who, I mean, he changes the game. So I think if you have all these guys on the field, I think it's going to count for something. So I'm going to say they're going to go 10-6, man. I'm not going to say that they just going to have a down season. I mean, we all know preseason is preseason, man. When you go into a regular season, it's a whole different ball game. All right, so I know they 0-4 right now, but at the end of the day, man, I think you're going to see Atlanta Falcons team that's going to be hungry, and I think they're going to go 10-6, man.
Hey, I was there with you, man. It was one game I was going back and forth with, man, because I actually had 10-6, 9-7. So I agree with you completely, man. And I've been telling this guy DJ over here for the longest that True Font was one of the better corners in our division.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, yeah, I never said he wasn't, and I just want to clarify that first and foremost. And I did like how he looked. I know it's only preseason, but I mean, you can still look at certain things. You can tell he's looking fast, looking physical. I like what I see out of True Font this year. So I mean, so far in the limited action that I've seen, the one thing that I'm questioning, I mean, you said it yourself, Deion Jones coming off an ACL issue. I mean, we didn't see him once during the preseason, and he hasn't ran at all in live games. He's going first time we're going to see that is week 1. We don't know what it's going to look like. So that right there gives me concern in the middle of that defense, and along with I don't like their defensive line, and I don't like the trenches. I mean, that's where football is played. I don't like it. I love obviously their offensive weapons. Devontae Freeman, I'm a fan of, but once again, another guy that was injured. I don't know what he's going to be coming in looking like. Dirk Cutter's there as the offensive coordinator first year. He's been in the offense before, so I mean that might not mean much, but I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, like I said, I really don't like both sides of the ball when it comes to the trenches. I really don't. Like I said, what's his name? Trufant, I'm not really worried about. Neil, I'm not too worried about. His was early in the season. I'm not too worried about him. I'm worried about the middle. You talk about Deion Jones. Who else is next to Deion Jones? Anybody can?
Campbell can play, man. He ain't bad.
I mean, I don't. Like I said, that's the reason why I see. I don't. Like I said, 7-9. That's what I think when it comes to the Falcons. And that's the reason behind why I see that.
Look, if you have a good offense, man, the offense is going to win you a couple games. I mean, you just got to be honest. This is an offensive-driven league. So if they can get into a couple shootouts, which the Atlanta Falcons normally do, they can win some of those games, man. So that's why, like I said, I gotta say they're gonna be 10-6, man, because I mean when you have a defense that has been together as long as they have, I mean 4 or 5 years plus on some of your key players. I mean, chemistry is a very important thing. So I think that is going to be something that's going. Huh? What'd you say?
I mean, we might talk about all the time. Where's football won at? In the trenches. I mean, you're talking about Neil, which I love Neil. I mean, I love Neil in the back. Trufant, he's a good player. I mean, I always joke about him, but he's a good cornerback. Like I said, Deion Jones come off this injury. Yeah, he's a very important piece. Now, if he comes back and doesn't miss a beat, this can easily be changed. I mean, I can see it. But I didn't see him at all. Just get out there and just run around. You know what I'm saying? And
right,
it gives me reason to be concerned. And that's that if he's not there and he's not what he was 2 years ago, all this stuff we're talking about, how you feel he's 10-6 and you're 9-7, that can go down the drain really quick because that defense is going to get ran through. My personal opinion.
All right, but I look at it like this, and I'm not going to be long, but right up the middle of their defense is really strong. You got Grady Jarrett, you have Deion Jones, and Keanu Neal. That's really good. So, and what on defense, I don't trust the other corner on the opposite side. But when you have he's gone. They got Oliver now.
Oliver, okay.
So I don't trust him because I haven't seen much from him in but yeah, this preseason. But then you have that right up the middle, and then you have Austin Hooper, Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu.
I don't question that.
And you have the Freeman. You have weapons out there. I agree with TJ, man. Their offense has always won them a couple of games, and their defense is up.
Can you guarantee that the Deion Jones we saw 2 years ago is going to be on that field week 1 this season?
I can't guarantee anything, TJ.
I'm just saying, but because everything right now what we're talking about, and this is the reason why I feel the way I feel about their record, is mainly because I don't know how long it's going to take Deion Jones to get back up to speed to what he used to be. It might not be this season. We've seen that happen with these type of injuries. And that's how I just, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it wasn't a big deal. They had him out there because they had Neil out there. You know what I'm saying? He played in very limited, but he got out there and got to run around and hit somebody. Deion Jones first time.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, you can say that, DJ. I mean, but for every ACL tear that, I mean, I'm trying to think about somebody that had, you know what I'm saying, that came back and wasn't the same. But okay, I say for I mean, for every situation, there's the Wes Welker. You gotta look at it, you know what I mean? Like Wes Welker tore his ACL, but he came back, man, had one of his best statistical seasons ever. I mean, we don't know. It all depends on how they rehab and on how they bounce back. I mean, the fact is, man, Deion Jones, I have a lot of confidence in this guy, man. I mean, I've been watching this guy since he was at LSU, so I mean, I know for a fact, like he's one of those guys that can change the game.
Oh, definitely.
And I think that, you know, even though he's not on the field, I mean, but who has been on the field? You know what I'm saying? As far as starters are concerned, I mean, all teams have been holding out their starters. So, right. I mean, even though, I mean, a lot of question marks with him, I think that he's going to be back, man. And honestly, he could have easily came back in the middle of the season from what I heard, man. You know, I think that he could have came back, but they decided to hold him out. So I think that was a smart idea by the Atlanta Falcons organization by keeping this guy safe, you know what I'm saying, making sure that, you know, he is fully healthy because they understand, man, he is going to be the future of the franchise going down the line. But if you can make a couple stops, I'm just going to say this. If you can make a couple stops, you have the offense to actually, you know, put up some points. So, they could easily, you know, come out the gate, you know, score like 3 touchdowns. And if their defense is good enough just to make a few stops, they can win a few games. That's why I said I think they're going to go 10-6.
And I will say this. I don't want to break down the entire schedule, but I want to throw some teams early in the season. All right. Now, if we look at this, they have the Vikings week 1. We had an off-the-camera conversation about Kirk Cousins. So, the Vikings week 1. They have the Eagles week 2. They have the Colts. We don't know what they're going to look like. Week 3, the Titans, really good defense, Texans, Cardinals, Rams, and Seahawks. That's not easy. And then they have to play majority of their divisional games all at the end of the season. It could be tough, man. But I still think that they're going to have a winning season. I think they're going to be okay. They're too talented. But I can't see why you have them 7-9. I will say that. I don't think they will be, but I can see that.
I think they're a lot better. I think they're a lot better than people give them credit for. And I can't believe I'm saying this, man. I know a lot of people they're gonna watch this, gonna be like, man, what the hell? But I mean, they're a lot better than people give them credit for, man. You know, I just got to be honest. You know, I think a lot of people just think that they just, you know, offensive driven, which they are. But I think that Dan Quinn, you know, who came from the Seahawks, I mean, he's a defensive-minded coach. So I think he's going to have these guys prepared. And I think they're going to shock a lot of people. I think they're going to do some things that people are not going to be expecting. And I can't believe I'm saying this about the Falcons, man. Jeff Huxley can't, God, no.
Yeah, man, So DJ, you got 7-9. I got 9-7. TJ, you got 10-6. So
wow. Hey, lock it in. Lock it in.
Anything else y'all want to contribute to them Atlanta Falcons?
I hope I'm wrong. I hope they go 4-12.
Like I said, I want to add one more thing. I mean,
go ahead, my brother.
And this is it. I'm done after this. Another thing, you know, like I said, Dirk Cutter was my head coach last year, and he was for the last 3-4 years. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's somebody that, with us at least, I mean, I know Tom Monken was here as an offensive coordinator, but it was still Dirk Cutter's offense. Dirk Cutter is definitely a down the field throwing style offense. Like I didn't really see him implement a lot of drag routes, which I know Sanu and Calvin Ridley, they ate last year off of those type of routes. Even in the preseason, I saw a lot of same routes that I saw him run with the Bucks. He was running deep digs. He was still running a lot of outs. Like I said, I still see a lot of things he was doing with us, and there's a reason why Matt Ryan was on the run during the preseason. You could still see him running that. Like I said, you didn't see all of it. I didn't see all of it. I didn't see no screens. He did a couple other things in our offense that obviously he's not going to show you. But I want to see how much he can adjust now being an offensive coordinator again, not just a head coach, and tailor everything, to what his players can do. Like, he's never worked with Calvin Ridley before. Obviously, he had Julio, Sanu, Matt Ryan. I don't think he ever had Hooper. It's going to be interesting to see. Like I said, that offense can be that powerful. I mean, obviously, you saw what he did with us, whatever. But I'm just saying, I don't know. I just want to throw that out there.
You make a valid point, man, because they do have 2 rookies as potential starters on their offensive line.
And one just came back from a heart condition.
And you have, let's think about this now. You got the Vikings.
That D-line is they're coming.
You have the Eagles.
Defensive line is coming.
To start off, and the Colts.
Defense is good.
You have the Titans and the Texans. You got some D-line coming. So we're gonna see early.
Yeah.
Early what they're going.
That's gonna be a tall tale of their season right there. That right there is gonna tell a lot about their season.
So, good deal, man.
All right.
That's it about. Yeah, that's all we got about the Atlanta Falcons. Good luck this year. And like TJ said, hope y'all go 4-12. I hope DJ right though.